This is a Renaissance Men podcast. It's time to go big or go home. Now, here is your host, Stuart Garrett.
Good evening and welcome to episode 214 of the Renaissance Men podcast. I am your host, Stuart Garrett, and as always, I'm joined by my brother from another mother. Let's hope it's another mother anyway. It's Jimmy the Sainter.
What? There's the children. Probably I still can't hear them, but I do. I have missed my little children cheering for me there, Stu. How the devil are you, as you would say?
I'm very well, Jimmy the Saint. I'm loving your new surroundings.
Yes, this is
very swish.
Oh yeah, that's the big news story of the 3 weeks or whatever it's been since we've been on.
Yeah.
It is the move to the new surroundings. I thought our podcast is getting big. A lot of people investing money in it. Musk, has put a lot of money into us to keep talking about what he's up to. Yes, we thought we'd go for a new office. I can finally have my nerd shit on display.
Yeah. Objet d'art.
Object shit. Object d'art, yeah.
Love it. It's only the second podcast of the year. But life's been getting in the way. But we're here now, here to entertain not only the audience on YouTube, but as an experiment, we're here to entertain the audience on X / Twitter. A bit of an experiment. We're just trying going simulcasting. I think that's what the term is. Going live on X as well. So we'll see what kind of crew come over from that side of things. I'm assuming a couple of Jimmy's mates, to be fair.
I don't know what that means. But if Trump's going to put money in, not Trump, Musk,
either or,
really now. Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah. We're going to have to go on X. We've got to do it.
Like I say, this is episode 214 of the Renaissance Men podcast. This is your home of all the best, finest geek culture discussions and community chat. No one's chatting in the community. Someone please chat, because I need to test another feature as well. Hopefully the chat will appear on the screen. So we need someone to say hello to see if that is working.
Are we definitely live?
Are we live? It's apparently 4 people watching. So hello.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
we're live. We're live. Yeah.
Out there in the metaverse. Jimmy the Saint. It has been 3 or 4 weeks. How have you been? How's your life been going? Is your life on the up? Jimmy the Saint.
Was it on the down?
Well, I got that impression. I'm not going to lie.
No, somewhere there, isn't it?
Plateaued. Fine.
Yeah, it's plateau. Yeah, plateaued when I hit, 18, and it sort of stayed. It sort of stayed there.
Yeah.
No, it's good. As a new office, I went bowling the other day. Found out I'm an excellent temping bowler.
Nice. Did you bowl a perfect game?
No.
That's but like 10 strikes in a row, isn't it?
I got a few spares. Like, okay. I don't know if bowling's what
I went
with. 10 spare what?
I don't know. Some old housewives.
10 spare housewives. No, I went with a very good friend of mine who was awful at bowling, claimed to be good, thought they were going to do well, but when someone bigs themselves up, Stu. Anyway, I was amazing. And I was wondering if it was one of those things that as you get older, you just get better at it. Some things you just like darts, bowling, pulling on it. There's some things that as you get older, you just work out, okay, that's how you do that. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think it's something that you perfect your technique, don't you? I think that comes with time and experience. I'm purely thinking about the tugging off aspects, not bowling or darts. But I think you're right. I think there is something to be said for experience. For experienced gentlemen like us, we mature like a fine wine or cheese, don't we?
Smell like a fine wine, please.
Yeah. Yeah, piss and
Yeah.
vinegar, something like
Yeah, yeah.
that.
That was great going bowling.
Forgive
That was
me
great
whilst
fun.
I just open
Oh.
my beer.
What you got?
That is a story behind this. Let me show you this. This
I thought-
is
Jesus
I
Christ.
know. Benjamin got me this from I think Crete.
Your
And I went,
7-year-old son.
yeah, he picked it out on it because he thought it was funny because it looked like a big knob. Yeah, he got that for his dad. It's a beer. It's a bottle opener in the shape of a penis.
It is a big knob.
Yeah,
He didn't just think it looked like a big knob.
I think
it is a big knob.
Yeah, I know. So there you go. There we go.
Yours
And
took his pocket money.
Yeah, he spent that on a big.
Went up to the counter, holding that.
Yes, yes. What about this story do you not understand? That's exactly what went down.
No, I understand it. I just don't know if you need to be arrested or not.
Oh, okay, I see. But in good news, the chat is on the screen. Look at that. Can you see any of that, Jimmy the Saint, your end?
Of course I can't. No, I can't see any of it, but I can see it on the sides. That's not a problem.
Oh, at least you can see it.
Loaded stream tugging off was the first word that Miss Phoenix heard. That's nice.
Yeah, lovely. Yes, Phoenix. It was a wonderful gift from Benjamin. I don't know why he saw it and thought of me. Yeah,
I don't.
Let's move on.
Hold her up. No, hold her up again. It's green.
Yep.
I mean, it's mighty, isn't it? It's girthy.
I could kill someone with that. Bosh.
Yeah. Do you keep that beside the bed just in case?
Just in case. You never know. You never know.
I'm on the Stonewisers, Stu.
I'm on
Corona. Because one of the highlights we've had since we've last done the show is me and you got together and watched the Royal Rumble, baby.
Mate. That was a lovely evening. Absolutely lovely. We recorded a vlog, which is up on the channel. Go check that out. Our now annual. We can now say it's an annual tradition because we've done it for 2 years in a row. So that's good. Our Rumble Mania vlog. Myself and Jimmy the Saint watched the Royal Rumble and got excited and disappointed in equal measure. But it's a fabulous piece of art. Loads of people have watched it. Loads. Yeah. Like 3,000 people have watched it. 3,000. Yeah, they really have. It's brilliant.
Terrible, because at the start I'm very compos mentis, and by the end I'm on all fours shouting at Jey Uso and Logan Paul.
You're like prostrate in front of the television, just like shouting at it.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, good fun had by all. And yeah, we'll have to think about doing one for the next pay-per-view event that's coming up soon, the Elimination Chamber.
Are we going to discuss your voice breaking tonight?
We should do, really.
Your balls finally dropping.
My balls have dropped. Yeah, I've had the deadliest of men flu this week, so my voice is huskier than it usually is. So forgive me, but we'll just have to deal with it. Some people have said it's a blessing and have enjoyed it, but
along with the bottle opener.
Yeah, your mileage may vary. Neil, I'm not seeing a stream on X. You better bloody see a stream on X, Neil. Let me check this on the fly. Here we go. Where are we?
Well, while Stu does that, we can talk about the Royal Rumble. If anyone out there watched it, please give us your comments on what you thought of it. We're going to be discussing it a bit later on, I think.
Oh yeah. For
me, it was an amazing Rumble with an unusual end, but it was a cracking event, and we just I was thinking about it, Stu. I was like, next time we're live on X. Live on X.
We are, but sorry to interrupt you, Jimmy, but you do need to head over to @Renaissance Cast. It's not. I should have said it's not on my personal X account. It's on the X account for the podcast, which is @Renaissance Cast. So if you want to watch us over there, fill your boots. We're on. We're live. Anyway,
I was thinking, like, it was just me and you watching the Rumble this year, and it felt like one of those things where you go, okay, next year let's get a few more people, and before you know it, we're renting out a room, and showing it on a room, and there's 100 of us all watching the Rumble.
Yeah, is that something you want to do? That sounds terrifying and a logistical nightmare.
What, rent a room and put a TV on? Is it the people? You don't like the people?
Yeah, pretty much. It sounds like a wedding, and I don't like. I know I don't like weddings. As we've discussed, I didn't even like my own wedding.
Well, why?
The people.
General,
Just,
the woman
just
next to
people.
me, she still confuses me.
No, no, I'm down. If we want to make this an actual spectacular event, then let's do this.
No, we've ruined it. Right, let's crack on. Well, over the highlights: moving offices. So we've got this new lovely place where all my nerdy stuff is on display.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
Becoming an expert bowler and smashing the crap out of my friend who was not an expert bowler, and the Rumble.
Lovely
Shoot.
stuff.
What about yourself?
Me? Well, I'm gonna bring the mood down a bit. Actually, I'm gonna bring it down, then raise it back up, because I do have an important point to make. I want to celebrate the fact that myself and Amanda are now debt free. We were in a considerable amount of debt. We're talking 38 grand. Do you mean to say?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
And how have you got out of it? Prostituted to
Well, yeah,
to
just generally hoard myself out. No, we went to a charity, Step Change, who
Oh my
basically
God!
they consolidate all your creditors for you, and they freeze all the interest, and they get you to dig you out of the hole. That's why I wanted to raise it. Really, is to celebrate, be a bit egotistical, and say, look, we are now debt and stress free for the first time in our lives.
Free
but also,
as the wind blows.
there is an important point in that if you know. I'd like to use it as a message to all those out there who may be struggling with debt or whatever financial difficulties.
Yeah,
that there are services, charities, and people out there who can who can help. That's stepchange.org, I think it is.
And they give you money, do they?
No. You still have to pay, but you're just paying off the arrears. You're not paying off any of the interest. So
that's true. When you say the name again,
Step Change.
It sounds like a scam.
Yeah. Well,
is it? Do you
probably is? I probably owe double now. To be honest, it's gone to the Cayman Islands or somewhere in Nigeria, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like I've paid off my debt, so it's good for me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Yeah, in my head, it's fine.
Well, we'll put that company's name in the chat, I presume.
Cheers, Step Change. But no, in all seriousness,
we were doing adverts now.
I know. In all seriousness, it is a load off our minds, and now you can actually financially plan for your future.
That sounds wonderful.
Oh, I know, mate. Other than that, yeah, we had the Rumble Mania, which was an excellent weekend, really. And also Jimmy the same. You're off. Go on.
Oh God,
you're off.
I
refed my first game of football at the weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Oh, my first under 10s game. I was the referee because no one else would do it.
Right. Okay.
So it was.
Did your son play?
He did. And
who won?
Well, it's weird because you have to. It's usually one of the coaches from one of the teams that are playing has to be the ref, and I found it very hard to be impartial.
Yes.
Penalty. No, sorry. Penalty, Martlesham. Sorry, that's a pen. No, piss off, Reds. No pen. You know, it's very hard to be impartial.
Who did your son's team win?
Yeah, considerably.
Yeah.
7-0.
100.
7-0. It was.
It reminds me of that episode of I think it was Sykes. Obviously, this is a callback to the blooming 70s, I think. Yep. I only saw like one episode of Sykes, but he gets called in to be a referee for the football team he supports. And he's running with them and celebrating when they score. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking with you, Stu.
Mate, I was doing little fist pumps when my team scored. So to be a parent of the other team, seeing the referee celebrating with the team that scored must have been infuriating.
What was 7-0?
It was.
Oh, Stu, I'm seeing an issue here. I'm seeing an issue.
No, I mean I was called it straight down the middle, like a WWE special guest referee would. But no, that was fun. But did you see that footage? Have you seen that footage doing the rounds on social media this week of I'll see if I can find it. It's an under 10s game in Kent where
Right.
two of the kids just started having a fight together, and then the parents just came hurtling on from off field, just like start punching the kids and punching each other. It was like a Royal Rumble, but on the football pitch. Yeah.
This sounds good. And this wasn't the
Mm.
game you was involved in.
Yeah, no, sadly not. But yeah. Let me
Oh,
see if I can
bring it
find
up, Stu. I think we need to see this.
Kent footy punch up. I think that'll get me it. But yeah, it's crazy. Here we go.
Are you're wearing the kit that you wore to refereeing? Is that the?
No.
What is this you're wearing?
Oh, this is my Colchester United shirt.
Like
Cole,
it. Nice.
Cole, you are doing all right, Jimmy the Saint. Here we are. Got it. Here we are. Right, let me just get that on the screen to
this
share.
outlandish jumper, Stu? Gets a lot of comments from women.
I know. You've worn that before on the show, and I like it. I'd missed it, to be honest.
Men hate it. Women want to steal it.
Oh, I'm having issues with my
Oh, here we go.
with my
We're having issues
hold on.
already.
Right. Allow ads. Yeah, refresh page. No, we're good. We're good. There we go. Oh, no, we're not. Allow ads. Yes.
Please.
Browser extension. Oh, for goodness. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
We need like a nerd to work with us to just deal with all the tech stuff, don't we?
We do. Yeah, right. Okay, refresh.
A nerd. What's a nerd for us? Jesus Christ. If we're not the nerds.
Love. Help when you share love. Okay. Well,
oh, yeah, Valentine's Day coming Friday. Love is in the air.
Right. Oh god, this is buffering. Come on.
Buffering? Where are we? 2003? Yes.
Go on, son. Go on.
Oh my god. And this is in Kent.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Kent. I thought Kent was supposed to be nice.
Well, so did I. I mean, it's not too far out from our neck of the woods, is it? And we're quite civilized, I think.
I thought it was supposed to be nice in our neck of the woods.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Parenting at its finest, Phoenix. It makes you sad, doesn't it? It's a sad state of affairs, really. But yeah, none of that from Martlesham Heath.
I won't be going there.
No.
I won't be going there, Stu.
But there we go. That's kind of all I've got, really, Jimmy. Yeah, just
it's fun. It sounds like it's been fun. It's been fun.
It's been all right. Half term next week. Is a half term for you next week?
Oh God, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, 100 kids and half term.
Yeah, sorry to break that news to you, but we're going to go see Captain America at the cinema.
Is that out next week?
Yes. It's out Valentine's Day. I think it's out Friday. Yeah, Friday.
A lovely film for all those loved up nerds.
Yep.
Nerds.
Yeah, so that's our plans for next week. So on the next show, which will be on, I hasten to add, the 25th of Feb, so 2 weeks today, you'll get to hear certainly my Captain America. What's it called? A New World Order or something? Our thoughts on that. So
I'm going to go and watch it. We'll get that done. I'll get it done.
Good boy.
I'll get it done.
Nice. Right, Jimmy, let's crack on with the show and let's kick things off with our first segment that we like to call Around the Channel. Here we go. Any audio there, Jimmy? Nothing. Still nothing. Absolutely nothing. I forgot to say actually.
Nicer and warmer in this new office.
Oh, lovely.
In the last office, I know I haven't got the Queen behind me, and the Queen will be missed. She, I was going to take her to the dump to get rid of her. She was in a box all folded up. I think I sent you the picture, didn't I? But when it was at my, I stored it in my dad's garage, and as I was taking it, he went, "Where's the Queen?" I went, "She's in here," and I went, "There's only the head left for it." He went, "Yeah, I'll have that."
Okay.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with it? He went, I'll find something.
Yeah, never you minds. I do miss the Queen. I think you could probably affix her to that back door that you've covered there with a wonderful skull shroud.
Well, people have suggested getting the King.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it's probably cheaper.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Our Majesty, as says Phoenix. Indeed, rest in peace, Your Highness.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll just get any royal. Any royal will do.
Fergie.
I'm not getting Fergie. Come off
No,
it.
can you? I don't think is she considered royal these days? I don't think she is. It's got to be surely Prince Andrew.
Andrew's the man.
Yeah,
You
you could
Andrew.
like spray him pre-show so he's all sweaty.
Oh,
The mist.
a cardboard cutout of Andrew's got to be cheap as chips, isn't it?
I reckon.
I'm gonna look into it. Right, let's talk about around the channel, and I'll see how much Prince Andrew cardboard cutout.
You do that, Jimmy Saint. But I forgot to say just before we move on, there are a number of ways that you can support the show. Obviously, if you are watching us on YouTube, you can like and subscribe us. If you're watching on X, I assume there's mechanisms on there that you can follow us. So please do that. And you can also head over to kofi.com/RenaissanceCast, and you can donate a little $, £3. In other words, £3 that we will reinvest into the show and help promote it and spread the good word of the Renaissance Men. Also, we have a Discord server, the Guff Divers. I nearly forgot the name of it there, where all of our friends, family, in some cases, my mum's on there. Head over to the Guff Divers Discord and chat some nerdy stuff with some fellow like-minded nerds over there. It's a good place to be. Link is pinned in the chat. We're also on Spotify. If you like to listen to our podcast on your commutes, the audio of the show goes up on Spotify, so go check us out over there. We've got Renaissance Men Gaming, which is our Twitch channel. That's where we do all our video game streams. I've been a bit slack as of late, but I will be getting back on there and doing some streaming for you all. In terms of videos that we've been up to, there's a couple of new videos on there that I just want to highlight. Obviously, the Rumble Mania. Oh, let me just get up the YouTube page. That would help, wouldn't it?
15 quid, Stu.
15, mate. I'll go halvesies with you if you want on that. That's a bargain.
Look at that. If people cough up for Kofi, this is what it's going to go towards. A life-size Prince Andrew just lurking behind me.
I know, just peering over your shoulder.
I don't know if we can have that in the office, Stu. I don't know if that will go down well.
I forget it's a shared space. Yeah, you should be considerate of the others in the building.
Just die.
Yeah. Neil says, I located your X stream in the browser. For some reason, my X app was blocking all content on your channel. Probably just as well. Anyway, Renaissance Men content. So we do have, what the hell is it? Be under videos, wouldn't it? Rumble Mania 2025.
Good morning.
Let's mute that. Who's that idiot? Like I say, it's a lovely half-an-hour vlog of me and Jimmy Saint being tits and watching the Royal Rumble and giving our views on the Rumble. That picture was annoying me. I'm just going to say, all evening that was annoying me.
Hey, because it fell on us a couple of times.
Yeah, loads of times.
It should be on the wall. Oh, yeah, I know. I forgot a lot of it. Do you know what? I listened to Jim Cornette today talking about the Rumble. I was like, I don't remember that bit. I really enjoyed the Rumble, but I've forgotten loads of it. I'm looking forward to watching it again.
Yeah, it was good.
You
Good times.
drinking, of course, because you was driving.
I was, yeah. But I had a thoroughly great time. I won't spoil it, but yeah, go check it out. I loved the last 15 minutes. It's just uncut of us reacting to the end of the Rumble. We'll talk more about that in our returning Botchcast segment later on. But
look at that moment.
Oh, it was pure cinema. So go check that out if you're a wrestling fan, or if not. To be fair, it's just bloody entertaining.
Horrible to watch.
And
for me.
Yeah. And funny, there was a short. I can't remember if I've mentioned this. This has probably been released since we last spoke. Me doing a little short of building a Lego brickheads. I love these brickheads. They're like little Lego versions of what are they called?
Pops.
Funko Pops. Yeah. So I did a little short on that, building those. I've got a few more of those in the pipeline. So keep an eye out on the channel for those. But yeah, kind of just go through the build. And yeah, I love those little pops. That's nice bit of easy content to chuck up. Like I said, there's more of those in the pipeline. So yeah, if you're a fan of Lego, wrestling, God knows what else, do yourself as a favor and give us a follow, give us a sub.
Check us out.
Stop, check us out.
Check this shit out.
Yes, right. I mentioned earlier the Guff Divers Discord. If you're a member of the Guff Divers Discord, you do get exclusive access to asking us questions that we answer live on the show in a segment that we're going to move on to, and that we like to call Ask Us Anything.
Seamless, Stu.
I feel like I'm
It's
feeling
like the big
fire.
breakfast.
I feel on fire today. Like I say, if you want to ask us a question, you can do so on the dedicated thread on the Discord server, the Guff Divers Discord server. Link in the chat below.
Stu, I can feel your energy. It doesn't matter that you're ill. Are you popping pills? Like, not ecstasy. Like, like
ibuprofen.
Sip. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel the paracetamol levels coming through the screen.
Mate,
keep it coming. I'm enjoying it.
It's potent stuff. Absolutely potent. Yes, we've got some questions here that we're going to answer live on the show. Phoenix has got her popcorn out. And bless her, she has submitted a question for us. She asks, what is our favorite school assembly sing song? Some bangers.
Obvious one.
Oh, I wouldn't say it was an obvious pick for me, but go ahead. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Autumn Days, Stu. Autumn Days where the grass is jeweled.
Yeah.
And the silk inside a chestnut shell. Used to love that one when me and you were at school together.
Yeah.
Do you remember we got banned from singing it? Not me and you, the entire school. We're not going to do this anymore.
No, we got too vigorous on a win for my home team.
Yeah. Or the smell of apple pie. What other ones was there? Smell of bacon as I'm doing up my laces and the things I know so well. But we'd all shout it and they went, yeah, we've had enough of this. You're not doing it anymore. And I distinctly remember this, or I've dreamt it and made it up, that in our last year, I think it was like our last assembly, and we could have a vote on what song we wanted to sing in assembly. And all of us were like, that one.
That's the one. That's the banger.
That's the one. But what's wonderful is I go to the Harvest Festival.
Of course you do.
Every year.
Yes.
And because I have a few children, I'm there most of the day watching different kids come through the church and singing. 3 times I had to sing that song the other day.
Oh,
3 bloody times. And I was grabbing the vicar, like, we're for my home team, screaming at kids, chucking them around. Such a classic song. There is a new one though that is really lovely, which they do at the Harvest Festival. It's about conkers. Conkers, lovely conkers. Can't remember how it goes. It's something like that. Brilliant.
It sounds great. Conkers,
that sounds boring, doesn't it? Lovely conkers. Yeah, it's great. There's some good new songs coming through the younger generations, but it's got to be Autumn Days. That's the classic. What about yourself, Stu?
Just briefly before I go on to my pick, I will say this conversation came about because I was playing some video games with Miss Phoenix, and we were, for some reason, we were talking about. Oh, that's right, we were talking about Benj getting a Pupil of the Week award at in his school assembly, which then led on to school assemblies in general, and then Phoenix, as she's put in the chat there, she said that they sang popular hits. They were singing "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion. It's a Long Way to Tipperary. I know, and I thought,
he's
okay,
crazy.
You are Welsh. I don't know. Football crazy, football mad. I might make that up. I don't know.
I think you have. No, did they think My Heart Will Go? She's having you on, Stu. She's pulling your leg because she's got none. She's pulling your leg.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, and some classics from Vera Lynn as well. Yeah. So I know
we'll meet again.
I know it's weird, isn't it? But they're in the valleys. They like their singing in the valleys, don't they?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
the people of Wales like to sing the songs.
Why aren't they singing like Tom Jones? Sex bomb, sex bomb.
A lot of kids.
My sex bomb.
Oh
or
my
Shirley
God.
Bassey, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Very odd, but I think I would probably go with Sing Hosanna. That was quite
that was a good one.
rousing. Sing
Rousing or
Hosanna.
arousing?
Either or.
I don't know. To the King of Kings.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. What about Jesus Ladder? We are climbing Jesus ladder.
Holy shit! I hadn't thought about that until.
We are climbing Jesus ladder, children of the Lord.
Oh, Jimmy the Saint. That's a remember berry and a half.
School. I'd never heard that before.
Wow.
I went to because I didn't start Mersey school till I was 8, and you
Yeah.
were already there. And I
Yeah.
went to the assembly, and I'm like, next
What
up,
the fuck
Jesus
is
ladder. I'm
this?
like, okay, we are, and suddenly you and everyone else go, we are climbing. I'm like, what the is going on? What is this?
It's like a
Midsummer?
cult.
I thought I was
Yeah.
joining a cult. Yeah. I got me. Hang on.
Wicker Man.
No way did Miss Phoenix. She's put WTF Jesus ladder. No way did they sing My Heart Will Go On. How long was that assembly?
I know
That
exactly.
song's
Right?
like 10 minutes long.
Exactly, and we're getting mocked for our brilliant hand, choreography on Jesus Ladder. No,
My
you
Heart
have
Will Go On.
fucking Celine Dion.
Don't believe it. She's not
Christ.
even Welsh. Maybe in Canada.
I know. Neil likes a bit of Sing Hosanna. Yeah, I actually think my favorite would have been Autumn Days. I think. But
Classic.
as you already picked it, I went with Sing Hosanna. Give me oil in my lamp. Keep me burning. That's another good one.
Yeah, that is Sing Hosanna.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, it is, isn't it? It's the same
I think the lovely thing about Autumn Days, though, is some of the what's the word? The images that are cast from
very evocative.
the words. Oh,
Yes.
the smell of bacon as I'm doing up my laces.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, not good for a vegetarian, but
jet planes waiting in the air to be refueled. That's almost sexual, isn't it? Really?
Okay, we're going there. Okay. And what is it? The silk inside a chestnut shell. It's poetry. The old Autumn Days.
It is.
I think it's the best written bullshit song of all time. It's wonderful. Yeah.
There we go. Keep letting us know in the chat. Welcome, Rock. Hello, lovely to see you. Rock,
you didn't acknowledge Lord Doolan was in the chat as well.
Doolan is there.
Hasn't been here for a few episodes, has he?
Doolan. I'm so sorry. Welcome, Doolan, if you're still there. Rock, let us know, and Doolan, let us know your assembly bangers in the chat. I think I need to make the chat less transparent. That's one thing.
It's very transparent for me because I can't even freaking see the thing.
Right, but our next question comes from Neil. Again, posted in the Discord server. That's the Guff Divers Discord server, link of which is in the chat. Neil asks, and this was quite topical at the time because we had the devastating fires coming out of Los Angeles,
LA, yeah,
surrounding areas.
Friend of mine was out there, Stu. Friend of mine was out there, yeah. Went to college with him. Didn't go to drama school with him. He got into a better one, but he was the chap who was in Glee, and my friend Ollie. And he was sending videos of all that, like the winds. Oh my God, the wind's blowing all this fire everywhere. Terrifying. Yeah. He had to evacuate.
Shocking. Well, maybe you could ask him this question as well. Because Neil asks, what 3 items would you save if your house was on fire?
Oh, well, that's nice. I'll message him now. Oh, when your house was on fire, what 3 items did you save?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a question for us?
Yeah. Sorry, I was
It's interesting because I
was trying to figure out how to do this chat.
Trying to figure out how to do what?
Sorry, yes, back in the room.
I don't think I'd save anything.
Okay.
Fuck it. But clearly I've got to save something because there's 3. You've got to go in and get 3 things. It's more of a challenge than
bearing in mind you've got 3 kids. We'll just put that
Oh.
out there.
Whoa, hold on! Don't break the don't break the fourth wall. I've got 100 kids. No, but kids are already out, aren't they?
Okay, let's assume family and friends and kids.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not friends, but family is safe.
Yeah.
What are you going for?
There's well,
Going for nothing. Still nothing.
there's some lovely leftover pork from Sunday in the fridge, which I'm quite keen to still eat. Oh God, I don't know. Like, I've got a baby. No, I don't.
I mean, if there's nothing, I mean, have you got any collectibles in the house that you'd like to? I mean, assume all your pops
most
behind
of my
you.
collectibles are here. Yeah.
Well, imagine. Okay, imagine it's your office that's burning down.
Yeah. Oh God. Laptop.
Yeah.
Actually, that's better off that just burns to the ground. Phone. No, it's better if that burns to the ground.
Yeah.
Do you know? Over the last sort of year or so, I've things have got less important to me. So loads of things don't really mean anything to me anymore, like material possessions.
Yeah.
Even though I love all my memorabilia, I haven't bought any memorabilia for a while. Yeah, I know. Well, you're right. If I had a cock bottle opener, I'd probably get that.
Well,
but no, loads of no.
No, I'm hearing
Nothing really
nothing.
nothing really means anything to me anymore, apart from people and the people around me. So
That's
if everyone's out, we're
quite
fine.
lovely. To be fair, that's lovely. Shows that you're not a materialistic person. Me, on the other hand, I think I'd save my. I don't know actually. Ah, God.
Wedding album?
No, because do you know what? I've never even looked at those, and that's not because.
No, well, you didn't enjoy the day, let alone looking at photos of it.
Well, it's more the fact that I did enjoy the day, but all the memories are in here. You know what I mean? There's nothing that I think you're right. There's nothing that can't be replaced. I've got no really. I don't have any fine art or jewelry. I've got no real assets of any note apart from, and I don't just save my PlayStation. That seems ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll be throwing things in.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to cleanse your life.
Yeah,
cleanse your history.
Yeah,
get rid of all the cancelable material that might be in your life. Yeah, I agree with Jimmy.
I might get my guitar.
Okay.
That would be if I've got to go back in. I've got a lovely guitar my parents bought me. I'd maybe get that.
Okay.
I have got some nice things that the kids made, but again, they make more stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There's always another picture that they'll drag from school for you to put on the fridge. I would. Phoenix is right. I would save my cat. If pets aren't included within the family, which I think they probably should be, I would save my cat, and possibly, as she suggests, the penis bottle opener.
That's the first true present from your son.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stuart. There's been so much chat in the chat.
I know.
Is this it's coming up?
It's coming up, and I'm acknowledging it as and when I feel I can, and it is deemed appropriate.
Okay, it's not a challenge like supermarket sweep. I vow to thee, my country, followed by Ralph McTell's Street of London by Class 2 Steel on guitar. Oh, we got some comments here. Stu would have his cat and his green penis. Yeah, that's what you said. We will have to have a demonstration. What of? Stu's green penis.
Of Rock's.
It's kicking off.
Rock's, that was Rock's song suggestion, and Phoenix would like a demonstration of said song. Neil, you've got tapestries. Yeah,
like a religious one from the past.
Well, yeah, my only frame of reference for tapestry is when Harrison Ford in The Last Crusade turns up at a German castle with a rubbish Scottish accent, asking to see the tapestries.
And that's the one with Sean Connery, so he didn't even get any tips. And he's sneezing everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah. So yeah.
I was thinking of the Battle of Hastings tapestry. Isn't that where we learnt that Harold got it right in the eye?
Right in the eyeballs. Yeah.
Oh, poor Harold.
Yeah. Phoenix, me and that tapestry are connected beyond the realms of science. What is this tapestry? What is this? What is this in-joke that you're not sharing with the rest of us? Huh?
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Jim is saying that was Ask Us Anything. A good.
What did you say he was going to get? Your cat
and nothing else, because
and then just push everyone back in.
Yeah, get rid of all the incriminating stuff.
Yeah, you'd get your cat and your front door key to lock it.
Yeah, so,
no one else can
nothing can get out. So
and the life insurance policy.
Quite right. That was Ask Us Anything. One of my favourite segments of the show. Lovely stuff. Right, Jimmy is saying it's that time of the show where we peruse, take a look back at what we've been doing this past week in a segment we call the Week in Geek. Oh, the Week in Geek. Well, I need to get my links ready for this one. First up, Jimmy is saying it was Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No.
But did you watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl? Did you watch the halftime show?
Who sang? Beyonce?
No, it was what's his face? No, that's not very good. Kendrick Lamar. I don't really know who Kendrick Lamar is, but from what I understand from the media, he has beef.
He's a singer.
He's a singer, and he has beef, real beef with Drake, who's another singer, rapper, artiste.
From Drake and Josh, the kids show?
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Okay. What happened?
Well, from what I understand, there was great uproar because Kendrick Lamar came on and sung a diss track about Drake, calling Drake a pedo, which is fine.
Gosh.
It's fine.
What's fine, Stu? Calling him a pedo or him being a pedo?
Let me choose my words carefully. Not being a pedo isn't fine, but to have the
not being a pedo isn't fine. Whoa, you're double negatives there, dude. Promote pedo. Get your pedo flag up.
I feel like bloody Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew. You've got me you've twisted me around in a web of my own story.
He sang a song about Drake being a paedophile. Because was he at piddy parties?
They've both got beef with each other, and I don't understand it. But it becomes a lot clearer, this whole celebration of beef and
web history.
This concept of there's this great rivalry between the two, and he's going to come on to the halftime Super Bowl show, and give him what for in this performance of his rap songs. When you then realise that, Kendrick Lamar has got a series of concerts coming up. So we've all probably been a bit worked, to be honest. It's all a big work. They know what they're doing. They're playing
just to sell tickets.
Playing up this feud between the two of them because they've got a nice concert to sell. Yeah, it's all filthy. It's WWE level stuff, isn't it? Really, it's I'm
not happy.
No, neither am I.
I mean, if you're talking Super Bowl halftime concerts,
yes.
Sorry, it took me so long to get it out. But the best one of all time, Stu, you know what it is.
Bruce Springsteen?
No. Janet Jackson's Falling Out.
Oh, okay, yes.
With Justin Timberlake.
Of course. Yes.
It was like Alan Partridge when he has his hand on his breast. Can we get that up when her boob? We'll be demonetized if we get her boob fall now.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Janet Jackson's breasts.
I think she has. Does she have something covering her nipple as it falls out? That may have been a work as well. Or was it a shoot?
I don't know. Let me get that off screen. You don't want to see my search history, do you? Christ.
Probably not. It was like Bucks Fizz, but with a breast. Well, you got just a picture, yeah? We're not actually showing the blurred, yeah?
Oh no, it's fine.
We've got young listeners, young watchers.
Do we? Jimmy, what's going on in the chat? Whilst I do this, just acknowledge the chat.
I'm going. It's kicking off. They're saying, I have Chinese tapestry. There it is.
Yeah, we go.
Let me just do the chat first, and then we'll get on to Janet's nipple. I have Neil J. I have a Chinese tapestry I inherited from my dad. Phoenix sensed that I had a tapestry arriving on stream one day. Phoenix, I said to Neil, he looks like the sort of fellow to have a tapestry, and he hadn't delivered that day. Wow.
I don't know what they're going on about, but yeah.
What
Phoenix.
Phoenix guessed he had a tapestry coming.
I don't know. This would be a lovely image to have on a tapestry, wouldn't you think? I think this immortalized in a tapestry above the bed.
Look at her covering of her nipple.
Mm-hmm.
That's planned, isn't it?
Of course it is.
You don't wear that and not expect it to come out.
No, exactly.
It looks like something from Terminator. Actually, no, like a knockoff of Terminator, like Lady Terminator or something.
So are we saying this is the great halftime Super Bowl moment of all time, of all the times, when Janet's breast came out?
Well, actually, now I look at it closely. I've never really looked at it closely before, as we are on the show tonight. You can actually see her nipple. I thought that was an entire metal covering, but her areolae and nipple are on show. Stu, our podcast tonight has gone PG-14.
PG-13, yeah. The titinator.
PG-13?
Yeah, that's great. PG.
Look at JT. Look at Reverend JT. He's like, ooh.
How could that happen? Yeah. So I'm not buying into this whole Kendrick Lamar, Drake beef bullshit, because it's all a big ruse to sell tickets to Kendrick Lamar's upcoming shows. Agree. We're all being worked in the worst possible sense. Get your head out your asses, people. Come on.
Yeah. Get Gary Glitter on the halftime show, calling people out.
Then you'll have a show.
Imagine that if Gary, they went, we'll get you on, Gary. We're going to pay you a lot of money, but you've got to do like a Bruce Spring. Who done the We Didn't Start the Fire? That's Bruce Springsteen, isn't it?
No, that's Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, like a Billy Joel-esque song, but he's just going through paedophiles he knows. Bruce, Forsyth, David, Jason, Jimmy, Savile, Rolf, Harris. He's just going through the list. Marilyn Monroe. He's going through the whole thing. He works and everything, and Gary's working the crowd, and like he's got Whacking Phoenix as the Joker dancing to the da 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 da. Whoa! Imagine that. Everyone would watch that. You want ratings on your fucking shit football?
Oh wow!
Glitter.
What holy moly!
Stonewisers. We're definitely demonetized tonight.
Oh dear. How do I segue away from this?
From glitter.
Celebrity bear hunt. There's probably a few in there, isn't there? Gotta be. Jimmy Saint. I've been watching Celebrity Bear Hunt on Netflix.
Have you? I've heard amazing things about this.
This is a strange beast. Let me just get up some footage for you to enjoy whilst I talk about it.
Celebrity Bear Hunt just sounds like a night out in Manchester, doesn't it? In Canal Street.
Do you know what it also sounds like? It sounds like it's a TV show that's been commissioned by Alan Partridge and Pear Tree Productions.
Holly Willoughby is jumping out of a helicopter.
If you don't do it, Sky will. If you don't do it, Netflix will. And they have. Basically, you get quite a good selection of celebrities, to be fair.
You've seen some nice faces there.
Yeah, the best of which is oh hello. Before we crack on, come on, Benj. Here he is. He's the beaver himself.
He's wearing his woggle.
Do you want to show people he wants to show people his Godzilla figurine that he's got? Look at that.
Do you want to show us the Godzilla figurine? Because I like Godzilla figurines. If you want to show it.
Yeah, look at that.
That is a lovely figurine.
That is. That's a NECA. Was it 7-inch? King of the Monsters one, isn't it? 25.
Well, for anyone out there,
25 points of articulation there, Jimmy.
For anyone out there, Necker they're the dons when it comes to collectibles, aren't they?
Yeah, good shit. They are, Benji. Thanks for showing us
No,
that.
I'm not even joking. Necker are great.
Well, Benj, can we have this conversation off air? Yeah. We'll sort that out. We'll sort your video out. Love you.
Stu,
Off you go, mate.
I'm seeing a few people I like in there. Oh, he's dealing with
Yeah.
his blooming. I'm seeing a few people I like. Joe Thomas. Is it Joe Thomas from
Yeah,
The Inbetweeners?
yeah, Simon from The Inbetweeners.
Yeah, brilliant.
He's
Lawrence
in there.
Llewellyn Bowen.
Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen's in there. Mel B's in there.
Right. Mel B.
God, who else is in there?
Crap-faced.
One of the Saturdays is in there. Una from the Saturdays.
What's Holly Willoughby doing there? What
She's
does she
presenting.
do?
Holly Willoughby presents alongside Bear Grylls.
She's trying to distance herself from Philip as much as she can.
Yeah.
Ironically,
I'd love to see Philip in there. But the concept is, it's like an elimination style game show where the first half of the show is the celebrities do challenges that are based around survival techniques as demonstrated by Bear Grylls. So you have to collect some tokens, having to cut some rope with nothing but a rock, something like that. And if you fail the challenge, I've got the other one in here now. When you fail the challenge, you then get thrown into the bear pit, which is then like an hour's challenge where you have to escape into out of one of 3 exits whilst Bear Grylls is hunting you down. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
It sounds. I'm trying to still work it out as you was explaining it. Sorry, it took me a little bit of time.
That's all right. I got distracted by Amanda creeping in. So the first part of the challenge is, you do some challenges to face or to determine who's going to get put into the bear pit. If you're in the bear pit, there's usually
I've been
three
to the bear pit. Bloody good club.
There's usually 3 celebrities in the bear pit, and they start off and they have to decide if they're going to go to one of 3 exits. It's like the Crystal Maze. You've got to go to an exit, and there's like a key they have to get out the exit. But they've got to do this all whilst Bear Grylls hunting them down. And if you get caught,
his real name?
I have no idea. I assume it's. I don't know. I have no idea. If it's not Bear Grylls, I'll be very disappointed.
Yeah, so would I. Because who changes their name to Bear Grylls?
I know. But Phoenix is
like
right.
A barbecue company.
We was having a conversation about this in the Discord, and we were disappointed. Well, particularly Seddon was disappointed that it wasn't actually celebrities thrown in a pit with an actual bear, possibly even the cocaine bear.
That's a good shout from Zed.
It is. But if you love your elimination style quiz shows, which I know you do, having watched old
Beast Games,
Beast Games, exactly. Traitors, all that stuff. It's good crack. It's good crack.
I'm going to watch it. It's on Netflix.
It is.
I'm going to watch it. Is it suitable for children? Apart from all the bear?
Yeah, it is. I think kids. I think kids generally love Bear, don't they? I mean, he was a chief scout, wasn't he? He was the chief scout. So I think kids have a natural affinity to Bear and his.
Yeah, that's what they do. They become chief scout.
Yeah, they lure you in, don't they? They lure you in. But no, I think kids like Jesus Bear. And Bear likes kids.
Bruce Forsyth, David, Jason Roll, Paris, Jimmy Savile, Bear Grylls.
That's quite catchy. It's quite catchy. But yeah, go check out Celebrity Bear Hunt.
I'm going to. And something I didn't put on the notes, but we could discuss it because I think we've both been watching it and links into Bear Grylls Bear Hunt Beast Games on Prime. You've been watching Beast Games?
I have. I haven't finished it though, Jimmy. I've kind of tailed off it. So has it finished now?
No, there's one more episode I think coming out this week. The competition with the highest prize ever, $5 million.
Yeah,
it's great. There's so I was listening to Chris Evans, who is obviously our not mentor, but what he's he's who we try and emulate on this show.
Yeah.
He was talking about it because he's had Bear Grylls. He's had the Beast, Mr. Beast on. And he was saying what they do on that, and what Mr. Beast purposely does, is he cuts out all the gumph. And on these types of show where they have loads of this and that and just build up and all that stuff. None of that on Beast Games. They just get to the fucking point. Get to the point. Do the game. Don't do any of the crappy. This is to come on tonight. It's like he just gets on with it.
Yeah.
And I think what they did as well was, I don't know if they showed it to an audience or whatever, did test screenings or this type of thing, or whether he's watched his YouTube videos and seen when people sort of check out. He's very astute, Mr. Beast. So they've taken the algorithms of when it drops when people don't watch, and just like what's the word?
Condensed, squashed,
all of those good, truncated everything into, so it's like this, then this, then this, and you're never bored. It's brilliant, Beast Games. There's another, elimination, and so many people cry and fuck each other over. Like they do on the Traitors. It's great just watching humans at their worst.
People on there. It is. There are some horrible people on there, and you're right. It does feel like, I noticed this when I was watching. It feels like either one of his YouTube videos stretched, or just lots of his YouTube videos put together. Either or. But you're right. It feels like it's been made. You could tell a very popular YouTuber has made this. Because it does feel like an extension of his other work, doesn't it?
He understands what keeps people watching, and they want constant entertainment.
Yeah, it is good. It's full of some ridiculous challenges. I mean, I've just missed one, but there was one where, you basically, just shove two people up on a big pole, and they've got whoever drops off first. Yeah, your team loses. I mean, the ultimate goal is to get down from 1,000 people to 1, isn't it? I think that's the concept.
Yeah. And people win big money on the way. It's not just 5 million at the end. Someone wins an island that's worth 1.5 million. People are offered money to leave the game, but their whole team's out if they leave. Like it's a real interesting psychological experiment run by doofuses and what they called bro, like
Tech bros
or whatever.
Tech bros.
But it's great. It's on Prime. Check it out. It's definitely worth a watch if you like that sort of watching people cry and fail.
Which I do. I absolutely love that. Yep. What I would also love is if we ever got to become like super rich and famous by doing YouTube, and then we got into television production, what kind of shit would we serve up to the public? I think we'd just remake The Big Breakfast.
100%.
Yeah, buy 2 lockkeepers' cottages, and if someone's living there, kick them out, and then just do the show again.
It was the best show. When I was at drama school. Have I mentioned I went to drama school before? When I was at drama school, I wanted to do a breakfast show. Like that was my idea back then, before the internet was big. But it was where I was the main host, and I got woke up in the morning by the camera crew. So as soon as I'm up, like I'm doing the thing. I had to get showered and dressed while I'm still present. I didn't know who was coming on. It would be like coming up, and the audience would know who was coming on, and there'd be a knock at the door, and it was a band or as a celebrity, and I might not even know who it was. And I had friends who I lived with at drama school. My friend Kirsty, she would have been a brilliant co-host who knew what was going on, but I was, I didn't really know what was going on. I had a friend called Sam Short Pubes. He would have been a wonderful food and wine critic. So many ideas, but then the internet took off and it just made it pointless. But it would have been. And then I think Simon Mayo did it. Ooh. If you don't do it, Simon Mayo will.
Exactly. That's the
TV adage.
Yeah. But look at us now. We're here doing this. So
so fuck Simon Mayo.
Phoenix says 4th drama school mention. The night is young. Yeah, we've only been going an hour. That's the 4th one it's got in.
Is it? Oh,
take a drink.
I said 4th. Take a drink. Is this something that you discuss in the Guff Divers? Every time Jimmy mentions he went to
not-
drama school, you take a drink.
No, but we should do.
Yeah,
Should
it's a good
do.
shout.
Yeah. Yeah. Beast Games. That's entertaining stuff.
Oh, check it out. What else are you watching, Stu?
I want to talk. I want to get serious for a sec.
Oh God.
And talk about some stuff that I really, really, really recommend. First of which is, I mean, they're both from Disney Plus, but I'll take each of them in turn and give them their due, give them their due process, their dues. Yeah, that's the word. Sorry, let me just get up the link. But the first one is Paradise on Disney Plus. This is a show that I saw it splashed and advertised on the side of a bus, which to me usually means it's probably going to be rubbish because they're spending all this advertising money to promote it. But it's so in your face. Like, it's also on Disney Plus. As soon as you go on, it's like splashed there. Right, this is the next new big TV show we want you to watch. And I thought, in a moment of weakness, I thought I'd give it a go. It stars Sterling K. Brown. He was in.
Is that the black guy there?
Yes.
Show me what else he's been in, because I recognise him.
He is in. What's that thing on? What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of This Is Us, that kind of melodrama that was on Amazon Prime with.
I didn't watch it.
Sorry,
I didn't watch that.
Okay, let's go back.
Doesn't look like my cup of tea. Go back. Keep scrolling down because I want to see what else he's done.
He's in He's a voice in Invincible.
Brilliant show. Big Mouth as well.
Yeah,
was he
American
in?
Fiction.
Was he in an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? There's a brilliant episode. Yes, look. There's a brilliant episode where Jake and Captain Holt just spent the whole episode interrogating a dentist about a murder that happened, and he's being interrogated, and he's brilliant in it. And I haven't seen him in lots of things, and I remember watching that episode going, he's in this little sitcom and he's amazing.
Yeah, anyway, he's amazing in this. He's a fabulous fabulous actor, performing very well in this. He plays a Secret Service agent, and I've got to be careful with this because there's a twist right at the end of the first episode that kind of takes the TV show in a completely other direction than I was anticipating.
Right,
but
you don't want to spoil it.
I don't. I mean, it's the first episode, but I don't know. Should I?
Yeah.
Should I?
If it's episode 1, tell us, because it might bring us in. Because I'm liking the sound of this. He's great. You've got James Marsden in it, who's great.
James Marsden is in it, and he plays the President of the United States. Not a role I would typically see him playing, but he does it very well.
It's a young president.
He's a young president. And he plays it's a very Trump-like interpretation of the president. He says some, some unwoke type, some very unwoke opinions. Let's put it that way. And uses some colorful language. So you've got the president of the United States. You've got the Secret Service agent hired to protect him, obviously. The start of the show gives the impression that he's a retired president of the United States. But as the episode goes on, the kind of final reveal is and spoiler warning. So I'm going to spoil the end of the first episode of Paradise. So at the end of that first episode, the president gets assassinated.
Whoa, Marsden's out.
Yeah, Marsden's out. But they do that thing where he then appears in subsequent episodes.
Like they did in The Acolyte with blooming Trinity from The Matrix.
But the most intriguing twist is the fact that they then thread in bits of narrative at the end of the episode where there's a big kind of national security secret unveiled to Timothy K. What's-his-face, the Secret Service agent. That being that there's some kind of end of the world event that's about to happen. And then it's revealed that this whole community, this like idyllic village that they've portrayed throughout the first episode, is in fact under a big crater or in a mountain in Colorado, and like the whole world has been destroyed. So yeah,
Whoa.
it's very lost in that kind of respect. That respect, very. It's got really interesting sci-fi angle to it, and it really leaves you wanting more. And I have been wanting more and been watching more, and it's very good. It is very good, and
this is on Disney.
So Disney Plus, completely not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be on the surface. It looks like this is a
24 or something.
Yeah, 24, some kind of fast-paced action thriller, but it's not. It kind of it is to start with, but then it twists it on its head and it goes into this weird kind of conspiracy sci-fi type thriller, and it's great. It's great. Yeah, very evocative of that kind of early to mid 2000s TV like Lost and whatever. Very good. Very, very intriguing. I highly recommend it. Anything switch to you, Jimmy? Anything you want to raise at this point? What have you been watching? Is that
well, as you know, I added in the notes, Stu. I actually went to the cinema.
Holy shit. How did that go?
I ventured out of my comfort zone and went to the cinema. Got the times wrong as usual, but got confused as usual. I went to watch Nosferatu.
Interesting.
Monster. We obviously reacted to the trailer last year. I think we watched the trailer, didn't we? Nosferatu, starring Johnny Depp's daughter, also known as Lily Rose Depp. And you've got one of the Skarsgårds, the one who played Pennywise, Bill, playing the titular Nosferatu. Directed by Robert Eggers, who did such films as The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, which is a black and white film about men living in a lighthouse, and I think they rape a mermaid. I haven't seen it. That sounded like I made that up, but there's a mermaid in it. I know there is a mermaid in it. It was an interesting film, Nosferatu. The look's incredible. You got Nicholas Hoult playing the Jonathan Harker character, but I think he's called Thomas in this. Do you know what Nosferatu is? It's Dracula. Yeah. So I think it's in the 30s they made Nosferatu because they couldn't get the rights to make Dracula. So it's the same story as Dracula, just with different names. That's what it is. In the 70s, Werner Herzog, Werner Herzog from The Mandalorian, he was a director. He remade it in the 70s and sort of took bits of Dracula and bits of Nosferatu, and now they've made this this new one, Willem Dafoe there. Visually, it's amazing. Like, it looks spectacular. Loads of it looks like it's black and white. You've got Nicholas Hoult there. You've got Alan Taylor Johnson in it, Craven the Hunter, Kick-Ass. The acting's great. It's very cinematic. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's me, but I got bored during lots of it. I think part of it is because I know the story of Dracula. Like, it's the same story as the one I watched recently. Well, I say recently, probably about 5 years ago or whatever. They did a BBC version written by I mean, League of Gentlemen. Wasn't League of Gentlemen. The tall gay one from the League of Gentlemen. The fuck's his name?
No, the guy who wrote Sherlock.
Yeah, not Reece Shearsmith, not Steve Pemberton. Mark Gatiss. Mark Gatiss, yes, but he did a Dracula. The Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola with Gary Oldman, which is amazing. Obviously, you've got Keanu Reeves, who's awful in it, but it's the same story. So I think because I knew the story, and there's not a lot of script in it. There's a lot of atmosphere and build up to things that are going to happen. It's weird. Like, it's visually great, but I think I'm just a bit of a Philistine now.
No. I mean, your diet is now Marvel and Star Wars and that kind of
Budweiser
and Budweisers, whereas generic as it comes, Jimmy the Saint these days.
Yeah, I think
it sounds very Robert Eggers. I'll say that.
Which ones have you seen? Northman or anything
I've
like
seen
that?
The Witch. I've seen The
Right.
Witch, and
Yeah.
it didn't float my boat. So I probably wouldn't be rushing out to see this. I
Yeah.
I love the original Nosferatu. It's a film I studied quite a lot when I was wasting my time at university, and I'm interested to see it in that sense, to see how it compares, and it from what you're saying, particularly around like the cinematography and how it looks, the black and white, and the original Nosferatu was very big, one on the forefront of German expressionism, wasn't it? I think so. If it can emulate anything like that and be as visually appealing as the original, I'd be quite interested to see it.
100%. It does that. 100% it does that.
But
You
I think
know,
I want more. I would probably want more.
you want Robert Downey Jr. in it.
Yeah, I want. Yeah, I don't know.
I want him.
Is it a cinematic universe?
No, they're not
Damn it! I'm
building it
out.
out. There's no after credit scene. There's no
Bollocks.
mid credit scene. I was
I'm
like,
out.
what's this? Where's the Wolfman? Where's Frankenstein? It was funny, like Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu. Every time he's on, like he looks like shit, and he's got a comb over and a mustache, which is weird. And you see his cock at one point where he stands up, and you see his cock, and you go, "Cock!" Like it's like that. It's big. And when he speaks, the whole time he's sort of like on screen, it's just he's doing that the whole time. And Nicholas Hoult is just terrified the whole time, and he does an amazing job. He's a great actor, Nicholas Hoult, and he's going, "If I can just get you to sign these papers, Count Orlak, then then you'll own the property." I very much look forward to owning the property.
What's the monster?
He rolls every R he possibly can. The property will look very nice when I live there. Like and you're sort of like, is this good? I think it's good. I don't know. And I watch some YouTubers afterwards, because that's what I do. I watch a film and then I watch YouTubers who I respect talk about what I've just watched, so they can give me their opinions. And they were raving about it, and I'm like, it's good. Like, it's cinema, because you're right. All we've had is Marvel and Star Wars, and that's our diet now.
Yeah.
So when you see something like this, like if this would have come out when we worked in the video shop in the late 90s or whatever, you go, we would have loved it. But now things have changed so much. Unfortunately, I have been swerved, and as much as I enjoyed parts of it, I was nearly falling asleep.
Our brains are now rotting.
Yeah, it's great, but I found it boring, and that's on me.
Phoenix has there's the ultimate suggestion and answer for this all, really, and that's to cast The Rock as Nosferatu.
Yeah, perfect.
If Nosferatu just gave the people's eyebrow, then yeah.
So many close-ups.
Money.
So many close-ups of Bill Skarsgård's face, just his eyes, just his eyes. And there's one amazing scene where Nicholas Hoult is going to Count Orlak's castle. He falls asleep on the coach, and he's suddenly awake, and he's at the doors. There's loads of things where suddenly the camera goes round and the doors of the castle are there, and Nosferatu's in the background. Or there's a bit when he turns up to the village and there's all gypsies singing in his face, and they're all laughing at him, and he just doesn't know what's going on or how he's got there. And it's visually great. And the trailer, when we watched the trailer, we were like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to that."
Yeah.
But I think I wanted it to be a bit scarier. It was more of just the Dracula story that and there was a couple of little jump scares. And I know jump scares isn't good cinema, but I could have done with just a bit more stuff. The acting's great. It's great. It won't be up for an Oscar because the cast is, it's going to sound ridiculous, but the cast is all white. And you can't get Oscars, and that's not me being racist. You have to have specific diversity to get Oscars. But like cinematography, it deserves an Oscar. Like, it looks incredible. Yeah. If you love cinema, watch it 100%. If you want to funny at the cinema, don't.
Yeah. I tell you what is fun, colourful, and really just a cracking 30 minutes. That is
Oh,
your friendly
God.
neighborhood Spider-Man. This is. I'll just mention this quickly because I know we kind of want to move on to other things, but this started I think last week
Right.
on Disney Plus. It's
You was unsure about this,
I,
Stu,
I
wasn't you? When you
was.
watched the trailer, you was
I
unsure.
was, but I've given it a go, mainly inspired by Benj because he wanted to watch it because he loves Spidey. And it's just it's a very interesting take on Spider-Man. They've done it's kind of aligned to the MCU and it isn't. It does a really weird thing where because when this was first announced, I thought it is just going to be he's an animated version of Peter's early years as Spider-Man, the MCU Peter, but it's not. It's set in an alternate universe, if you like. Peter's mentor in this is actually oh, good God, what's his name?
Norman Osborn?
Yeah, why is my screen gone?
I don't know. You're just frozen, but you look good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So yeah, Norman Osborn is Peter's mentor in this. Whereas in the MCU, it's Iron Man, and he doesn't really have one in traditional comic book lore, I would say. They do quite an interesting thing where they do almost screen for screen or shot for shot remakes of scenes, particularly scenes from the MCU. So that scene where Spider-Man is first introduced in the MCU, where Peter is walking through Queens with like a VCR under his shoulder, and Tony Stark is in his flat with Aunt May, and that's kind of our first introduction to Spider-Man in the Civil War film. They do that in this. They recreate that in this show, but obviously Norman Osborn is in the Tony Stark role. So it's quite interesting how they're aligning it quite quite a lot, quite overtly to the MCU stuff. But
well, there was the bit where Spidey jumped on the window there, which is from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to get
where he's in the black Venom suit, where he's in the Venom suit. Tobey Maguire. Oh God, we haven't seen this shot before.
Oh yeah.
Where he jumped on the window and there was the reflection of him.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
So they do this thing where they recreate like shots, like famous Spider-Man shots from the MCU. So it's got kind of that. It's got that, but it's forging its own thing. It's telling its own story, and it's quite.
You're gonna have to excuse me 1 second. I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries. It's I will carry on. It's very socially aware. It's dealing with a lot of kind of current themes that you find in society, be that race, whatever, social injustice, whatever it may be. Some may say it's woke. I don't think it is particularly woke, but I'm sure that argument is out there. But yeah, it's certainly a lot more interesting than I was expecting it to be. Yeah, for sure. It's about halfway through. I think half the season has dropped. I highly recommend you going out and checking it. Yeah. Spidey is on Disney Plus, Phoenix. It's on Disney Plus. Like I said, I think the first half of the season has dropped now. And the rest, it will be dropped. I don't know if it's going to be dropped piecemeal, like weekly, but yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. Right, where the hell is he? Yeah, that's kind of it for the Week in Geek. Quite a nice collection there of bits and pieces that we've watched. Yeah, I don't really want to move on without him. To be fair, it's still a bit awkward now, isn't it? How are we all anyway in the chat? We all right? We good? How are we doing on X? Let's check out the stream on X. Let's have a look.
What I miss?
Not much. Just me rambling.
Good.
Rambling.
I'm pleased you liked it because the Disney Corporation have been releasing some good Marvel cartoon, animated things. Sorry, as adults we call them animated things, don't we? Rather than cartoons. He's still bringing up that dildo.
Phoenix asked for the detail. There is actually, if you look at the end,
the
there's
detail.
even a little piss hole carved into it. Look at that. That is great detail.
The urethra.
Sorry, yeah.
Piss hole.
The piss hole. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Unbelievable.
I'm so
because you're wearing a football top. Yeah, it's got a piss hole.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry.
I had my beer with it. So you're recommending that, Spidey?
I really would. Yeah, really would. I'll
just check it out.
Just saying to people, half the season has dropped. You know, they're 22-minute episodes. 5 episodes out there already. The following 5 will be released weekly on a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a good take on the Spider-Man mythos lore. You know, we love a bit of lore. It's good. I like it. Good for kids and for big kids like myself and yourself.
I'm in.
Jimmy the Saint. It's time to talk some wrestling. It is time to talk some wrestling. In a returning segment, it's glorious return. It is the return of the Botchcast. You wouldn't have heard it, but there was that sting has a little wrestling bell at the end that goes ding ding.
Nice, and I liked it. Botchcast 316.
Yeah,
hence the Stonewisers.
Exactly. Jimmy the Saint.
We're talking about wrestling, Stu. It's where we lose some people, but still, we love it. We love it.
We may lose some people, but my plan is to keep this segment relatively brief, you know, in the sense that the way it'll play out and the way it played out when we did the Botchcast before, is we will frame this conversation around both our pleasure and pain, our highlights and lowlights from the previous week in wrestling. You know, with the return of WWE coming to Netflix, I'm trying to make a conscious effort to watch it more. That has still been quite difficult, but
it's a lot of wrestling to watch. I have to have it on like a bit when I work or when I'm having a poo or lunch. It's 6 hours a week we've got to get through. Raw is 3 hours, SmackDown's a few hours.
Yeah, I do find the 15-minute highlight packages on YouTube invaluable, because they summarize everything that you should need to know from a Raw or SmackDown. Whether we do this every week or whether we do the Botchcast after every pay-per-view, who knows? But we'll frame the conversation around our highlights and lowlights, our pleasure and pain, as we used to call it. And this week we're going to be focusing particularly on the Royal Rumble. I'm struggling to Royal Rumble that happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So, Jimmy the Saint, shall we start with our pleasure or our pain? What would you prefer?
Pleasure.
Okay, we'll go with our pleasurable moments first.
Pleasure.
Well, I heard that, Stu.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Who did the voice for that?
That's DRB. That's DRB for you.
Can we play that again? Just for any of our female listeners?
Pleasure.
There we go.
Yeah, I say female or gay. Or gay. Gays can enjoy that as well.
Pleasurable moments from the Royal Rumble. I'm going to
show some of them? Can we show some of them as we go?
I guess we could.
I mean, I can talk as you bring them up.
Yeah, where would I
Look, we watched the Royal Rumble. There was plenty of matches. There was just YouTube. Come on, Stu, you know the drill.
Do you know what? Yes, okay.
There was plenty of pleasure to be had. There was plenty of pain to go around as well. We had 2 big Royal Rumbles. We had the women's 30-woman Royal Rumble. We had the men's 30-men Royal Rumble. We had all the belts on the lines. What do we have? Cody versus Kevin Owens. We had the tag team championships up with DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Gunther didn't wrestle, did he? He didn't have his belt up. Sorry?
I said no. I was agreeing with you.
No. And I don't think the IC title was up either. But it was quite an event. The Cody versus Kevin Owens match, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens match for the belt ladder match was quite a highlight for me. And if we're talking pleasure, is that on your list of pleasures? Any part of
It's
the
not.
Cody versus Kevin?
Oh, it was. Well, it was in the sense that the bump taken by Kevin Owens at the
Well,
end of
yeah,
that match.
that's what I'm talking about. It was unbelievable. Cody Rhodes went full Homelander, and did he power bomb Kevin Owens onto
Yeah,
the
he did from
ladder
yeah. That wasn't the
from the
ladder
announce
was
table?
yeah. It was across from the announce table to the ring, like kind of like bridging that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it was like a sit down power bomby thing. When I'm sure it was.
Oh, it was one. Well, get it up, Stu.
Oh, I'm trying. This is very difficult.
Jeez, is it, Stu?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was what I mean. That was something. If you watch our watch along of the Rumble, both of us, I think we jump out of our seats a bit there. We're filming ourselves going, Kevin Owens got turned inside out.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I think if you show a non-wrestling fan, here we go.
I've got to
You
be
show a
careful.
non-wrestling fan.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
WWE bastards.
Yes, they are.
Right,
But there's the ladder set up.
Yeah.
And if you show a non-wrestling fan, I think
yeah.
these types of things.
Yeah, that's what you show.
For anyone who thinks, goes wrestling's fake, try being dropped on the back of your head and neck onto a step ladder. When sometimes you just catch your hand slightly on a step ladder and go, ouch. Like dropped on your. It was beautiful. It was a wonderful moment, and good for them for pushing the boundaries and pushing the envelope on that. That was definitely a pleasure, Stu.
You likened it to Winnie the Pooh being stuck in his hole. I don't know if you remember that, but you definitely said that.
No, I do. Well, I remembered it when I watched it back. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh being stuck in a hole in the tree. No, he gets stuck in Rabbit's house window, I think, and they have to stick a lot of honey around him to squeeze his butt out. Yeah, it was great. That was a great moment.
That was definitely a highlight, and it was more for the whole match itself. Because you've said everything we needed to say. Really, it was a great match, I thought, and a fantastic ending, and the stuff that Kevin Owens has been doing since, blaming Sami Zayn for not intervening and helping him out during that match. That's obviously fueling what I can only imagine is going to be their WrestleMania feud and matchup going forward. So
I remember about 3 years ago, KO and Sami Zayn had their last ever match.
Yeah. And I remember us saying we're sick of it, but yeah, I'm all for it. Let's do it again. Why not?
I think it was also, as we say when we were watching, if you watch our Rumble watch along, it's the start of Cody potentially going heel, potentially becoming a bad guy, which I think they should definitely do. If they want to take the belt off of Cody, turn him heel before the crowd turn on him.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's inevitable, because I do think he probably has he being Cody Rhodes has a natural shelf life of people will buy into him and support him. I think you can get too much of Cody, so turning him heel probably would be a wise move. Next piece of pleasure from the Royal Rumble was Penta versus Rey Mysterio, being the perfect number 1 and number 2 for the men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, for me, this was pleasure and pain because I don't think they got enough time. Really, you called it for them being 1 and 2, which was a great call, and it was lovely seeing the original luchador, not the original luchador, but probably the greatest luchador of all time in terms of spectacle and who knows him and everything, going up against the new luchador who has the most what's the word, heat around them. Like, now both his feet hit the ground there, Stu, didn't they?
They did.
They didn't show a replay on it. That was my pain. Look at that ref. Wait. That looks like my friend Will, that ref.
That's fine. Don't need to see that again. And it was
that's the first time he's ever been in a Rumble, Penta, wasn't it?
And probably the last.
Can we rewind that a little bit? Because we didn't. I think the ref said one of his feet hit. But I haven't watched this back. But that was, for anyone who doesn't know, in the Rumble, if both feet hit the ground, you're out. I mean,
Yeah,
That
I
looks like
can't.
it's Stu, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm glad they didn't do it because he was in for a good
Uh,
40 minutes.
uh, uh.
Oh, oh dear. But
Never
that was a
mind.
pleasure and pain moment. That was pleasure and pain.
That was.
What other pleasures did you have whilst watching these sweaty men fight?
For me, the ending of the men's rumble was pure cinema. I mean, we were going
Anyone in
into
particular?
it was for me. It was how, and it might have been the intoxicating atmosphere of you and I watching it together, both wanting Cena to win the Rumble and potentially have one last title run for him to overtake Ric Flair's
Flair.
cumulative number of title reigns before John Cena retires. So we were all guns blazing for John Cena to win. It comes down to John Cena and Jey Uso, who, looking back, why didn't we think he was going to win the Rumble? Of course, he was probably going to win the Rumble.
Really? I didn't think he was going to. Can we bring that up? I didn't think
Yeah,
he was going to. Like, obviously, he's over big time with the crowd. He's main event. Jey Uso is massively over. But I was listening to Jim Cornette talk about this, and he was saying like it's not the problem that he beats John Cena. Like, obviously, people were behind Cena, but it's people like Punk and Roman and Seth and Drew all have to leave the Rumble as well. So there's some of the biggest stars in there. It's not Jay at Mania facing Cena and winning. It's Jay beating Punk, Drew, Roman, Seth, Logan Paul, whatever. So
it was a stacked
get
Rumble,
that.
wasn't it? We mentioned
It
this
was a
during
really stacked
during the
Rumble.
vlog, where it was there was a lot of big names in there, and
Mm.
I mean, looking at it in kind of isolation, you think anyone could have won that, really. I loved the moment where Punk, Rollins, and Roman Reigns all kind of got eliminated, and then just had this like really intense moment outside the ring with each other. Maybe that's kind of leading up to a WrestleMania triple threat. Who knows? But see if I can get some footage of that. I've got that here.
Yeah, night one main event.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You started it off with Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Yeah. That's now confirmed, isn't it? I think on Raw he said Jey Uso has confirmed he's going after Gunther's title. Yeah, I mean, there's so much history and narrative they could tell between Reigns, Rollins, and Punk. You know, there's just so much there that it just feels like a natural match for them to have. I've got some footage of the ending with John Cena and Jey.
Surprised. He actually looks like he wasn't supposed to win. He looks surprised there. He's not crying. He's not cheering.
He sold it well. He sold it well.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I mean, John Cena's story will continue. You know, we've got the Elimination Chamber. He's in that, so he's already got another chance for redemption, another shot maybe at going for a title. So we'll see whether this Cena story goes. But yeah, I mean, the event in its entirety was pleasurable, but not all pleasurable, as we know Jim is saying, because there were some moments of pain for us, which we'll now look at.
Pain.
Pain.
That was so Partridge, which we're now looking at. Pain.
My pain from the Rumble, I guess. Excuse me. My main bit of pain is Charlotte Flair winning the Women's Rumble.
Yeah, that was a mistake, I think.
You know, I just don't. What more? What more? Can they milk Charlotte Flair for any more? Nobody likes Charlotte Flair now, do they? I really don't think that. I mean, I think that's borne out in the reaction she's got since her Rumble win. No one likes her as a face.
No.
Good guy, you know. No one likes her in that role. So why?
I don't think anyone likes her as a heel either.
Why are they shoving that down our throat? Shoving her down our throat?
She doesn't even look like Charlotte Flair anymore.
No,
Bless her.
that's true.
Bless her. She's had so much work done. She's obviously got issues. She's on her fourth husband or whatever.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to beat her dad's record for how many marriages she can have, not only his belt record.
Yeah.
There was so many people that they could have put over in that women's rumble. But who was we liking at the end? Martinez, was it?
Roxana Perez.
Yeah, Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez.
What's her name?
Roxanne. Is it
Roxanne?
Yeah, yeah, because we said Roxanne, didn't we?
Yeah, Roxanne Perez. She was great, but Niven or someone, like, get someone else over. Charlotte's done, man. Like, she's like Hogan right now, didn't we?
Booed the shit out.
And then the next night on Raw, when Charlotte came out, the crowd booed the crowd. And she came out trying to cry, talk about her bad year, her injury, her divorce, and no one gave a shit.
Yeah. We've already mentioned our second piece of pain. That was Penta's feet hitting the ground, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these mistakes happen, don't they? But it was really obvious.
Yeah.
And I think when that happens, I think you've just got to kind of move on with it, and and I guess Cena not winning the Rumble, there's a bit of pain, but I think that story continues. So
what do you think? Do you think Cena wins the Elimination Chamber?
So, I mean, I haven't seen Raw or SmackDown since, so I don't know what the winner of the Chamber gets. Do they get a title shot?
Yeah, they get the one the Rumble winner doesn't go for.
So they get to face Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, and they've done eliminations to get into the Chamber, and Cena just said, "I'm going in."
Yeah,
Punk got in. He beat Sami Zayn. I don't know who else got in. What
do we think that? I don't know. Perhaps Cena doesn't win the Chamber. Perhaps he doesn't get his title shot at Mania. I don't know.
He can't beat Cody.
No,
he can't beat Cody.
I do wonder if they're going to shove Cody into that. I wonder if they're going to make it a fatal 4-way. So Cody, Punk, Rollins, Reigns. I mean that's. I mean, they haven't done a fatal 4-way at Mania for a long time.
That would be interesting. You're right. They haven't. With a McMahon in each corner.
If you
with
like.
a Linda in a wheelchair and Trish.
Like. Yeah, why not?
I think Punk in the Chamber will get screwed over by Rollins, which will encourage that 3-way. I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I can't see Cena beating Cody. I think he'll get the chance, and Cody will beat Cena, and Cena just won't get that 17th or 16th title, but it will put Cody over as the guy.
I wonder if Cena gets his shot later on in the year, because his retirement tour is going until December. I have read the rumor that there is going to be a special pay-per-view in December of this year. I believe this. I don't know if I believe this, but I'll go with it. A pay-per-view, so a premium live event called Ruthless Aggression, which the main event will be John Cena's final match. I don't know. Would WWE be bold enough to have him win a title in his last match and do like what they feared Bret Hart would do and kind of go off with retire with the belt? It sounds very unlike WWE, doesn't it? To be fair,
I think they'll give Cena his final match, and it'll be like Flair versus Shawn Michaels, even though Flair carried on afterwards. I don't know who they'll have. Cena will want to give the rub to someone.
Personally, if it's going to be a Ruthless Aggression type themed show, if that's like the branding they're going with, I think Cena Orton makes a lot of sense. They're both.
That's nice.
I think they kind of both came up together. They were both the boys, weren't they? Even in their, their Florida days, their developmental days, they were seen as the two boys, weren't they? The next big things of that era. So I think that would be quite nice having those two go against each other. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. Have Randy finish him off with guest referee.
Do Rag Vince.
You reckon? No, Kurt Angle. You have Kurt Angle as the referee
Yes.
for that.
Yeah.
I think he'll put over Cody at Mania.
Yes, lots of stories to be told between now and WrestleMania, really. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens at the next
But
pay-per-view.
lots of pleasure. WWE's brilliant at the moment, and I've been watching Raw and SmackDown. I fast forward through bits of it, but not a lot. It's really good at the moment.
Good stuff.
Really good.
There we go. We kept it short and sweet. Let's start to think about wrapping this show up. I've got some hot takes. We might not do all of the hot takes because there's a lot here, and it's
we've got what we got. Half an hour. We've got to get going. It's Super Bowl weekend. All of the trailers came out, and ones I didn't even know about. Jurassic something. What is it?
Jurassic World Rebirth. Well, let's do the sting, and then we'll come back and we'll decide what the hell we want to do. Jimmy's saying,
yeah, show me, Stu. Show me.
It's time for hot takes. As I say, it is time for the hottest segment of the show where we take a look at the latest trailers to hit the internet. Being Super Bowl weekend, as we alluded to earlier, there was actually a disappointing amount of Super Bowl trailers, I thought.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've got 4 here for us. Now, we don't have to do all 4. I mean, the 4 we've got Jurassic World Rebirth. That came out. Yeah, that came out prior to the Super Bowl. Fantastic Four, First Steps, prior to the Super Bowl. I mean, we're talking like a week before. I don't know why they didn't just hold it for the Super Bowl weekend.
Okay.
Thunderbolts, new trailer. That was a Super Bowl trailer. And we've got How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake of that film. That is also a Super Bowl trailer. So half and half. 2 came out before, 2 are Super Bowl trailers. Any preference to which you do first, Jimmy? Saying,
I saw a How to Train Your Dragon trailer at the cinema. Looks like a shop, like not a shop for shop remake, but I think Gerard Butler's playing the dad. It looks good. I couldn't care. I'm gonna watch that with the kids. I don't really want to watch that. I want to watch Captain America and I want to watch Jurassic World.
Okay, Captain America isn't an option, but
okay, Thunderbolts and Jurassic World.
Okay. We'll do Thunderbolts and Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay. Well, do you know what? Let's do Jurassic World Rebirth then first. So this is, I guess, the first in a new trilogy of Jurassic World movies.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because we had Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3. And then they did the reboots recently with your man, Guardian of Chris Pratt. Yep. So they did Jurassic World Dominion.
Yes, which was like the end game, wasn't it? It was like Jurassic World End Game where they bought the old guys.
Yeah. And it was dog shit. It was there was one. What was it? Jurassic World, formulaic film, and then Jurassic World Dominion. And it was so bad. Like no one was reacting to anything. Yeah. No, you didn't believe for a second there was any dinosaurs in it. They kept going. There's more dinosaurs than ever, but nothing was believable. So this is a new trilogy.
It is, and interestingly, directed by Gareth Edwards. Now that's what gets me excited.
Wow!
Gareth Edwards,
and written by Michael Crichton, the original writer of Jurassic Park.
I wonder if that's just based on the novel by Michael Crichton. I wonder if it's that kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, Gareth Edwards of Godzilla and Rogue One fame. Two cracking films. A director I love, and the creator as well. I love the creator. That was a great film.
I haven't seen a creator.
Yes, you have. You have. We spoke about it.
I haven't. Who's in it?
I don't know, but it's about the kid. Yeah, I'm sure you have. We spoke about it, didn't we?
Sure, I remember every film I've ever seen. People remind me of that all the time, and I have not seen it.
It says Rupert Friend, Scarlett Johansson playing a very Black Widow-like special operative kind of thing. From what I understand, we'll get to it in the trailer. The plot revolves around going back to a research facility where like the first dinos were developed to try and find DNA samples of dinosaurs to help the
Jesus
human race.
Christ. Yeah, Christ. Fuck me. Okay.
Yep.
I'm kind of, I am interested because where can you go?
Well, I know. And Phoenix has just said she's bored with Jurassic Park now, but there's always hope with Jurassic Park. It's got dinosaurs in it, and I love dinos, and I love Jurassic Park. Not so much the other 5 films.
No, Jurassic World, when they with Chris Pratt, the first of the new trilogy, I thought was
It was
great.
all right.
I thought it was a great reboot. It was a reboot.
Yeah. Well, let's see what they do with Jurassic World Rebirth, which suggests a rebirth of a franchise. So let's see what lies in store. Let me just crank this up.
See what I got for us.
Yeah. Here we go. Jurassic World Rebirth, the official trailer.
Excited.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett. I'm mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives.
Oh.
It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place.
Of course they do.
Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
He's your guy?
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
Oh!
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs. Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
3 biggest
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
He looks like Ed Helms.
Maybe
I'd
we
rather
should
see
make
the
it quick.
Hangover than Jurassic Park.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park. Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors. The worst of the worst
Oh my God!
were left here.
Look at this. Cheers. Come on.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
That looked brilliant. What? I can't wait. That looks brilliant.
Do you know what? Do you know what's fucking brilliant for me? Because whatever my laptop does now, I don't know. I don't get any music, right?
Yeah.
Or
That's
or
weird.
sound effects. So all I get is them talking.
That's
So
so
it's
odd.
kind of like bad lip reading or something. So you can really hone in on the script
Yeah.
and what's being said. We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs. This is
Hell
where
yeah.
the worst. This is where the worst dinosaurs were that couldn't go to Jurassic Park.
It's like
It's
Jurassic Penitentiary.
exactly that's what it is. It's like if there was a prison film and there was a really bad prison film, and then it was like, oh yeah, you thought that was bad. You should see Arkham fucking nut house prison where even those guys were too bad for where Arkham come off it.
They look great. There's a Rancor type dino in there. He looked amazing.
What a joke. What a joke. Fuck me. I mean, I'll watch it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Shove your Nosferatu up your
I'll
ass.
watch it 3
That's
times.
what I want. Give me Scarlett Johansson as a rogue operative trying to get men to inject some eggs.
Fucking hell. Don't worry. I'll look after you. What? Oh my God, a woman? Oh my God, what a lot of shit. But yeah, Stu, I'm going to watch it, but it looks awful. What a waste of money and time. It's going to bomb. It's going to bomb, definitely.
Oh, Jimmy the Saint with the predictor, whatever. Sorry, I was like a scratched record there. Like I'd had a little micro stroke.
Maybe it's better with the music, but and it does go to show what music does for a trailer.
I
does build you up.
Understand why your computer's doing that. It's like it's editing the video for you.
Yeah, but I prefer it without the music. Did it play the?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Dries. And who's the guy who she said, oh, he's the best of the best? I wonder how many times we've heard that in the trailer. Was he the guy who's going to play Blade? And they just haven't made the Blade film yet?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
I've seen him and say he's a good flipping actor.
What's Phoenix saying? Why can Richard Attenborough just back the fuck off? Now we have 50,000 movies just like Transformers. All right. Dickie Attenborough. Hey, do you know what? I was watching a YouTube video that was breaking down the differences between Michael Crichton's obviously novelization of Jurassic Park, the original novel, and the film. And apparently in the novel, old Hammond gets like eviscerated by dinosaurs, I think. It's very different. It's a very different product, the novel to the film.
I think Spielberg bought it from him for like 50p. He didn't pay a lot. He didn't pay. I honestly think it was like, it may have been $1 million, but it was nothing compared to like the money that Jurassic Park made. It was quite incredible. So he's probably still getting writers' credits on these things to make it up to him. But what a waste of money and time and nonsense and crap and drivel. But I don't know what you do now to bring out a blockbuster. You know, everything's just sequels and reboots and everything. But still, you know, I'll watch it. But what it looked like nonsense, garbage, crap, putrefied dribble.
Jimmy the Saint. I'm a bit worried now because the next trailer, the Thunderbolts trailer, relies very heavily on a piece of music, which you're not going to get.
Well, what's the music? I'll sing it in the background.
Oh, I forget what it is now. It's like an 80s classic. What is it? Is it oh, I can't remember. Is it the one from what's the one from Mannequin?
Yeah.
Just that.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
I think it might be. Completely wrong.
Is that from Mannequin?
Yeah.
Yeah, great song.
Great
do you
film.
want me to keep that in my head as I'm watching it?
Please do. Beautiful. So the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts.
Let's just watch Mannequin.
Yeah, why not? The Thunderbolts. The next, after film that comes after Captain America. I guess in the grand Marvel tapestry, cinematic tapestry.
Neil's Tapestry. I'm not looking forward to this at all, but I'm definitely going to watch it because I like all the people in it.
Yeah.
I just
don't know.
care anymore.
No. I like this trailer, but I can tell. I get it if people say they didn't like it because it I don't know. I guess let's watch it and find out. This is the Thunderbolts. I don't know why there's a weird asterisk in the title. But yeah, let's check this out. This is the Thunderbolts trailer. This was a Super Bowl trailer.
Get the sound on.
Yes, get.
I mean, I won't be able to hear the music, but I'm gonna
keep that tune in your head. Okay.
Okay. Is it playing?
Let's talk facts. Yeah. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us can fly? So what, do we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Stop! Come on, please, John, stop! Where were you?
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
things could get messy.
No shit.
I love Flow Q.
You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
This has makings of team that can rise to glory. Bring light from the
We need their
darkness.
names.
This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box. With a little giddy toy.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
Now, I like the look of that because I quite like the idea of give me the MCU's Dirty Dozen, and that could be that. You know, that could be that. I don't know. I'm excited more for this than I am the Captain America film I'm going to go watch in a couple of weeks or whatever.
Stu, I 100% agree.
Yes.
As much as I didn't have the music, you have got a great set of actors there.
Yeah, Flow Pew.
Great set of actors. I didn't have the music. What's weird is I can pinpoint in on different things, and that's a great set of actors and quite understated. And I thought that looked great.
Yeah.
I like every one of. I mean, we didn't see Ghost really or Taskmaster. They're not really showing them in the trailer, are they?
We
think
saw
they'll probably
very briefly. I thought Taskmaster was dead. That confuses me.
No, she survived at the end of Black Widow.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they'll probably kill her off, and they'll probably kill off Ghost as well. But you've got Bucky, who's played by Sebastian Stan. Is it Sebastian? No, is that his name?
Yeah.
Brilliant actor. You one who plays the new Black Widow from Midsummer and stuff. I think she's fantastic. What's her name again?
Florence Pugh. Flo Pew.
Pew, Barney McGrew. The guy who plays you got Kurt Russell's son. Is it Wyatt Russell?
Yep.
He's great, and that's interesting having a dirty Captain America rather than Sam, the Falcon. You know, being hey, I'm the new Captain. Having a dirty Captain America's fun. Harbour, David Harbour's always good.
Yeah, it could be like an anti-Avengers film, almost.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I think that looked good. I'm in.
Yeah, I think it could serve as I think you raise an interesting point. It could serve as a bit of a counterpoint to Captain America, which I assume is going to be a film that kind of will herald in a new version of the Avengers, because we've got to start thinking about that, because they're starting to film that next month, I believe, the new Avengers films. So we need to get to a point where there's a new Avengers team, and then to have that play out in Captain America. I assume, I don't know, obviously, and then have like this ragtag bunch of raggy doll superheroes in the Thunderbolts. Could be quite interesting contrast between the two films. Yeah, it could be good.
I'll tell you what's weird, Stu, as well. Watching that and watching the Captain America. He's not called Captain. He was. What's Wyatt Russell's character called? Is he called
U.S. Agent?
U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
Seeing that sort of reluctant Captain America sort of made me want to see him as Captain America. I want to see him strive for greatness rather than the guy they've given the shield to and gone, yeah, I'm the man. I like that where he's with his kid and looking at Cap and sort of doesn't, but it gets forced upon him. You know, power forced upon the person. That's when heroes come out, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it's forced upon them and they've got to be a hero. I liked White Russell in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought it was the most interesting thing in the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he was.
I think that looks interesting.
Excellent. Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, he was definitely a flawed character, wasn't he? He was.
Yeah.
He struggled with the mantle of Captain.
And that's very interesting with having Bucky, who was obviously Captain America's best friend, in there.
Yeah.
Bringing the best out of him. It could be very interesting. That I'm down with it, Stu. I'm down with it.
Excellent. I'm happy. Genuinely happy. There we go. There are hot takes for this week. Phoenix says she didn't realize that it was Kurt Russell's son.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Goldie Hawn. I watched a lovely interview with Kurt Russell the other day. Did I tell you I watched Big Trouble in Little China the other day? Seen it before, but it was a brilliant evening just watching 80s movies, and we watched Big Trouble in Little China and Romancing the Stone with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. But
lovely.
Kurt Russell was asked in an interview, because him and Goldie Hawn have been married for like 1,000 years or something, and they said to Kurt Russell, like, what's the secret to a long, loving relationship? And he said, marry Goldie Hawn. That was it. It was like, you just marry Goldie Hawn, like,
yeah, that's fine.
Simple as that. That was lovely.
Oh, lovely stuff. Right, Jimmy and Saint, let's wrap this show up in our final segment of the evening that we like to call And Finally. Now, I was struggling for a final news story. Really struggling. And then it was like my muse, or it was some intervention from the gods.
You're building this up. I'm so excited.
Clicked onto Facebook and was greeted with the most amazing headline.
Okay.
And I thought that's got to go in, and this was meant to be. This was meant to be on this show right here, right now, on our first show back for 2025. Aldi customer says she found bumhole in stewed steak tin. How could I turn that?
And lower the Lord blessed us with a bumhole story. Whose bumhole? What? Bumhole?
I don't know. Well, let's find out. And I hope there is pictorial evidence. Otherwise, I'll be very, very disappointed.
Me too.
Maggie Duncan, and this is from Wales Online. Oh, out Phoenix's way. Lovely. Wales Online. Maggie Duncan, do you know her, Phoenix? Said she spotted the inch-long tube with a puckered end as she tipped the £2.9 tinned meat into a plastic container.
£2.9? Making me hungry.
Oh, tube. Oh, well, let's find out. There she is.
No, she looks like she likes a
Maggie Duncan.
Puckered tube.
62. Holding the empty tin of stewed steak from Aldi. Was it? What did she eat it? That implies that she ate it. A sickened Aldi customer claims to have found what looked like a bumhole in a tin of stewed steak. As people quipped, it was like a bush trucker tile. Sorry, bush tucker trial.
Yeah.
Maggie Duncan said she spotted the inch-long tube with a puckered end as she tipped the £2.9p tinned meal into a plastic container before heating it up.
Bragging about the price constantly.
I know. As she heated it up on January 8th. But as the 62-year-old emptied the Aldi-owned brand Bramwell's meal and forked through the meat, she was sickened by the object that her equally horrified husband said looked like a chicken's anus.
The wording is lovely. The wording is lovely. You've got to give it to Wales Online.
Where's the rest of the story? Christ. Whoa. Oh, dear. Aldi apologized but explained that in very rare occasions, gristle-like material can occasionally occur with meat products.
Mm-hmm.
The customer acknowledged that some gristle or fat is to be expected in a meat product, but claims this went above and beyond what she believes was acceptable. Stunned, social media users exclaimed it looked like a bumhole or heart valve and quipped it would take some chewing. One asked, "What in the bush tucker trial are you playing at, Aldi?" A nod to when celebs are forced to chow down on stomach-churning delicacies, including anus, on the hit ITV show. Are we ready to look at this then?
I'm hungry.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, yo.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a perfectly formed asshole.
It does. It looks like it looks like a sandworm from June.
And she's kept it on the fork. Look, it's very small. So it's not going to be a cow's ass. This is beef stew we're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, stewed steak. I mean, it's got to be a pasta, doesn't it? Like a pasta ring or something.
But it's going to be chewy, an anus. You know, the human body, I think it has like 14 anuses in it.
Loads of sphincters all over it.
Yeah, sphincters. Forgive me, not anuses, sphincters. So it could be a sphincter. A sphincter. I don't know why I went Scottish for that. Is it a cumble of sphincter?
Maggie from Carluke, South Lanarkshire said, "Wait, why is this in Wales online? If she's Scottish, it's weird." I've just spotted we've got some comments. We need to check those out. She says, "I've never seen anything like this in my food before. I just couldn't believe it. I was actually feeling sick even looking at it. The fact someone could have made, say, a pie with that and ended up with that in their mouth, for me, it just doesn't look fit for human consumption. It's a meat product. You expect meat in there, but maybe the wee odd bit of gristle or fat. That's above and beyond what you'd expect." I can't carry that on with my.
That's good. Keep going. Come on, the show's nearly done.
And shared them online because I was shocked and to warn other people that were buying it to check it before they eat it. It's a bit like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, it was the best. It was the best accent you've ever done. I think the sore throat adds to it. And I liked at the end. It sounded like you said "yeet it" instead of "eat it."
Yeah.
Instead of "yeet it," I yeet it. Why are they showing us a dog?
I don't know.
It reminded me of my dog's asshole. Those poor dogs. Did they eat it? Who ate it? It reminds me of that time when I had a tin of corned beef and I found a tube and a stone in it, and I sent it back, and they sent me a £20 gift voucher for Prince's products. Tube. It was a tube.
Delicious.
It wasn't an anus though.
No. Oh, I want to see what the comments are on this. The Lord God. If you're eating your meals out of a tin, it isn't because you can't afford fresh food. It's because you are too lazy to be bothered to cook your meal.
Wow.
Your choice. Stop complaining about what's in the tin. As Michael Jackson once said, just eat it, eat it, eat it.
I mean, it's not a valid point because 209's not cheap.
No.
And what else could you get for 209? You could probably get meat on the day that's about to go off and it's gone a bit grey.
Yeah.
Tray of meatballs or something.
Something in the discounted aisle. You can't get a meal deal for that, certainly.
No.
Says, don't eat meals that cost you £2 in a tin.
They're just blaming her.
Angus Mook says chickens don't have anuses. Thanks for the clarification.
Oh yeah, the farmer, chicken herder, night watchman of a chicken farm says chickens don't have anuses, only deep throats.
Master Barlow says, I'm assuming this is Gary, I found a huge artery in a tin of stewed steak once. It was about 2 inches long and looked like a big fat piece of penne pasta.
That's like what I found in my corned beef, a tube.
Yeah, tube.
These things come up. But now let's look at the picture again. And do we think it's an anus?
Bear with, let me scroll all the way back up.
Do we think it's her? Was that who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she eats tin steak.
There we go.
It's hard. It's hard. Not my penis. It's hard to tell if that is an anus.
Yeah. I don't personally think it's puckered enough. I think it needs to be more. Yeah, it needs to be more puckered.
I think you need to eat more roughage stew if your anus looks like a more puckered version of that thing.
I don't know. I'd eat it. Give it a go.
Yeah. Agreed. Anyway,
Yeah.
print it off. That's our Christmas card this year to the
There we go.
to the Renaissance crew.
And that is episode 214 in the books. I'd like to personally thank Jimmy Saint for joining me this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure to get back in the saddle, my friend. And to thank those in the chat, including...
We got a comment there at the end by Biggie Tip.
Biggie Tip teasing us with a picture. Was that the sphincter picture?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're just enjoying the chicken sphincters.
Yeah, episode 214. Wow, says Phoenix. Yeah, I was thinking this the other day. For the amount of time we've been going, we really should have more than 214 episodes. But this is the way it is. It's the way the cookie is crumbled.
I think that's a lot of time, Stu. Imagine what we could have done with that time.
I know. I think it's been a decade well spent. Time well spent. Thank you, Miss Phoenix. Thank you to Neil. Let's scroll through. Who was that? I can't see the whole name. That's the trouble. He commented on my Cole U shirt. Thank you, the young Phoenix. Neil. Rock was there. Thank you, Rock, for joining us.
Rock.
Absolute pleasure.
Lord Doolan was with us tonight.
Lord Doolan was with us. Thank you, Lord. Always a pleasure to have the Lord grace us with his presence. I think that was it. If I've missed anyone, I do apologize. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Please do like and subscribe and follow us on X. I'll be interested to look at the viewing stats on X over the next few days, see what goes on there.
See what Muskie's pushing.
Yeah, see what Musk is up to. Yeah, we are back on the 25th of February. That's our next planned show. After that, I'm not sure. I'll have to have a chat with Jimmy the Saint.
Here I am.
We've got some football going down on a Tuesday night, so I need to arrange it around that. But yeah, hit that notification bell. You'll know when we go live. That's the best thing you can do, really. Just one final thing before we go, and that is just a reminder that you can like and subscribe to us on YouTube and head over to kofi.com/RenaissanceCast if you want to chuck us £3 for us to reinvest into the promotion of the show. Be greatly appreciated. Oh, go to that. All right there, Jimmy?
I couldn't get to the mute button quick enough.
Oh, fair enough. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, please take care and goodbye.